this whole time.
What's up and welcome back. Nick up here at Maple Motors in Hendersonville, Tennessee, and today's test drive is a 1963 Chevrolet Impala. This one's got a 350 under the hood. Does not have power brakes, but it does have power steering. It is cold right now. It's warming up. What we're going to do is take it down the road, point out any kind of flaws so you know what you're getting. This is more of a project car. It's definitely got edginess on the paint. We're going to be going over that, especially towards the end of the video. It is a 4-speed setup. And guys, we do have finance and edge shipping available for all the cars on the lot. So hit subscribe, share. For now, it's about that time. Let's go for a ride. Okay, before we take off, place your bets. Do you think the horn works? We'll go ahead and get her started. She drags a little bit, that's for sure. All right, look around the interior. Seat's got some spots on the side here. Got some spots down there, got a little rip in the back. Your package trays sunburnt and your headliner's hanging down a little bit. Of course, this is a project car here, so let's try the wipers out. Wipers do work. Horn? Horn is not honking on this one. Radio? Radio's cutting on. Fan? Don't feel it. Tach's not coming up, and it's showing 21,000 miles on the dash. It's hard to stay behind. Let's go ahead and take off down the road, and we'll see how she runs and drives. Okay, we're gonna take off down the road. Anything else I see, I will let you know. Nice and warm now. Let's see what we got. Hopefully we can avoid the traffic. There's a lot of it out here at 4 o'clock. Brakes. Stop. Clutch is letting out pretty good, right around halfway. Speedometer's coming up on the dash there. Going into second nice and easy. Going straight as an arrow down the road. I'm not having any issues with that. You do got a little bit of slack in your steering there. Pulls pretty good. All of our gears there. Brakes pull a little bit to the right and then they quit. Now they're pulling straight. Got a little dust on them. They actually quit pulling to the right now. I think it was just dust. They're stopping all right. I don't hear or see any indicators popping up on here for the turn signals. Tire rub from the rear. I did notice it's got some pretty oversized tires in the back. Big wide tires on it. Through some of this traffic here. Let's go ahead and pull in the parking lot. What we're going to do is get some undercarriage shots. We'll drive by the camera a few times and then we'll head back to the lot. Once we get back to the lot, what we're going to do is walk around, point out chips, scratches, any cosmetic issues. That way you know the rest about this ride. I'll be right back. All right, so far so good. Let's roll on out. I did notice those tires rubbing a little bit more in the back, and I kind of got out and looked. They're big and wide, and they're real close to that back inner fender, towards me right now on the inside. That's where it's rubbing. And it don't do it all the time, but I bet you if I put 2 or 3 people in here, it would. Ride's a bit bouncy too. Maybe take a little bit of air out of the air shocks. It's the back that's bouncing a lot. How stiff it is. As far as running and driving wise, this thing runs and drives pretty good. You can tell it's been sitting at first. It had a little bit of a pop to the carburetor. Once it got warm, that went away. A little bit of a grind to the shift, but it's not much at all. Feels like it's just there. Clicks in solid on second. Back into first here. You hear it rubbing back here big time. When you get on it, that's why be cool if we had a size down on tires that we could put on the back. when you really get on it is when it kind of flexes the body back towards the back tires and it makes that noise. Okay, we've made it back to the lot. We're gonna pull in here and do picking out the flaws segment of the video. That big old steering wheel. So stick around and we'll show you all the cosmetic stuff that this one needs. And of course after that, I'm gonna jump in one of these other rides and do another test drive. I appreciate you watching. Later. Now we're back at the lot. We're gonna be doing a walk around, pointing out chips, scratches, and flaws. Look at the detailed pictures at maplemotors.com, and let's get started. So this car is more of a project car when it comes to the paint and cosmetics. Let's go ahead and start looking around. You can see the front bumper has got some haziness. It is older. It's got pitting and scratches. Got a big dent right here in the front. Down below the headlights, you've got some just weak paint. Little stuff popping up on the headlights. A little hazy on the grill. All that stuff can be cleaned up. Coming down the side of the car, you've got a lot of chips and a lot of scratches and cheap paint job. Scratch there on top here. All kinds of indentions, haziness. Just kind of cruising along. You got a little bit of rust in the door here. Bottom there, a little scratch there at the bottom. Some chips, a little rust in the edge of the door. Nice little scratch there. The trim on this one, a little dented up. This little scratch. Dents right here. A little rust on the tailpipe. Also got a little bit on the back here. Coming back that midsection, you've got scratches. Need some body work, need some paint. You're pitting on your door handle, lots of chips in the door there. Go around your vent window. See the rust popping up. Front windshield on this one looks pretty good. Trim looks good around it. The roof needs to be redone as well. Just a lot of little bumps and stuff in the paint job. So mainly we're going to start looking for dents and rust, because all these imperfections on the paint, there's just too many to point out. Missing the two antennas on the back. Without them, water will get in your trunk. Pitting on your tail lights, pitting on your rear bumper. Air shocks. Trunk needs a pan. It's got rust down here. You can see the holes. You got rust up here on top too. Your package tray. See a little bit of water that got in here through this one, which has a dent. Some rust up in there. Same with your jams, they look a little crusty. Little rust on that lip there. Here we go. Trying to get the screen to adjust to the sky and the trunk there. There we go. A lot better. See some kind of, it's all surface rust on the edge there. It's like it's just got the paint. Coming down with this. It shuts nice. Huge trunk. You got a lot of scratches around your keyhole there. Dents right there in the trim. See up on that trunk lid, you got a lot of paint missing. Back windshield is not bad. A little dent in the trim there. Down this side, you got some in the corner. Some scuffs on your trim. Little bubbles in the edge of the door. Up here in the front too. Chips. Back that midsection. Looks like a dent right here. You got one right here too. Real small. Pitting on your mirror there. A few little dimples. Back window looks all right. Around this though, you got some rust popping up. Down on the bottom there too. Right around the trim area. Up top. Of course, the paint up here. The windshield does have some scratches on this side from the windshield wipers. You can see the little line there. Let's go ahead and check out the interior, get her started up. Door panel on this one's a little saggy on the bottom. Armrest has been wrapped. Got rust on the edge of the door there. And on the bottom. Coming up through your jams. Carpet's older. See, it's all stained. A little bit down here. Seat's got a rip too. Back seat, it's older, but can be cleaned up. Headliner's sagging. Seat's got some rips on the edges here. You got a rip in the back. And your door panel on this side has got some rips down at the bottom too. on this one's not coming up. Under the hood, you got some rust. There we go. You got rust in this area. There's some on the edge there. Middle portion around those edges is pretty good. See it here on the front. The crack there. Cracks down in the lower portion. You got these spots on the hood. All right, guys, if you don't mind, hit subscribe, share. I'll keep pointing out all the flaws for you in all these cars. This is more of a project car here, but we get all varieties of rides. We get some that are already done. We get some that need more work than others. And we try to keep them in a good price range for you. So check out maplemotors.com. Every Monday we'll update with new inventory. We do have financing and shipping available and 100 detailed pictures inside, out, and underneath every car. With that being said, I appreciate you watching. And thanks again, guys. I'll see you later.